Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing great. Welcome back to our video tutorial series. I know you guys are eager to test your chatbot, but we're not there yet. Please follow along with me. We still have a few things we need to set up so that when we're ready to test our bot, everything will come together nicely. In this video, we're going to focus on something called prompt engineering. Okay, some of you may have heard about it, some of you probably not. So prompt engineering can be defined as using basic human language to structure text that can be interpreted and understood by AI. Another easier way to define or explain prompt engineering is using natural language text to describe specific tasks that an AI bot should perform. So back in the old days, when we built chatbots, we used a lot of nodes, but now AI has changed chatbots. We don't need to use all those spider web nodes, right? With all those cable wires connecting from one to the other, and it looks like a galaxy or a spider web. Today, AI has made that thing a thing of the past. Today, we're just using simple human language to instruct the bot to behave a certain way, to perform specific tasks. That makes creating chatbots a whole lot easier compared to what we used to do in the past. So in this video, we're going to create a simple prompt that we will use to power our chatbot. Okay, this is going to be sort of like the brain warehouse of your chatbot. Okay, so follow along with me and we're going to set up our prompt. Okay, so I'm going to go over to settings, and then I'm going to go over to where it says integrations, and then I'm going to click open AI, and then I'm going to scroll down to where it says prompt templates, and I'm going to click manage. Okay, now you can create different prompts for different tasks. Okay, so if let's say the car finance company tells you, hey, I want my bot to focus a lot more on booking appointments, right? You can create a specific prompt that focuses on that instructs the bot to try to urge users to book appointment, right? If at another time the car company or car dealership comes to you and say, hey, you know what, we're going to change strategy. We want users to apply first before they book appointment, right? You can create another prompt that focuses on that instead of just changing one prompt over and over again. Okay, so this is an option. I find it useful when I create templates. Some people just want to go to one prompt and just continually revise it over and over again. I just don't kind of like that, right? I just prefer using templates to focus on specific tasks, right? So over here, I've already created a prompt template, but if you don't have anything over here, no worries, just click on add right over here. Once you click add, it will prompt you to give a name so you can easily recognize it. Okay, so you just want to go ahead and just put in a name, something like car finance, all right, something like that. I've already created one, so I'm not going to create another one. So I'm just going to X this out, and then I'm going to go right over here. So once you put the name in there, you should see some kind of a little window that will prompt you to add your prompt instructions right there. Okay, so as you can see right here, I've already created my prompt. We're gonna go through real quickly. I don't want to write a whole prompt because it will make this video too long, so we're just gonna go ahead and go through this prompt, okay? And then just for you to get an idea of how a prompt will look like. If you want a template of this prompt, what I can do is I can paste a link somewhere in the description area, so you can just click in that link, maybe like a Google Doc link, so you could click on it and grab this prompt, okay, and use it. Okay, so over here I start off with greetings. Now you can see that I don't have anything in the greeting section. The reason is that I'm going to be creating my own custom AI welcome greeting. Okay, so because of that, I really don't need to add anything about greeting over here. So I just left that part open for now. All right, and then the next part here, it says important instructions. So these are things that I really want the bots to take seriously. Okay, so one of them I say, please keep your answers to 2 to 3 sentences. Okay, so follow this template and then you can go ahead and edit the instructions in here. All right, and use the one that you want. Okay, but just use this template here. Another thing here, let's say your goal is to try to get to persuade the user to book appointment. See right there? So I want these things to be something that the bot should take seriously. Okay, over here, let me see, what else do I say over here? Okay, over here I say, please do not message anything about appointment confirmation. Okay, the reason why I added this is that later on I'm going to be creating flows that will be used for confirmation. Okay, so because of that, I don't want AI to fire another confirmation because it will create some kind of redundancy, unnecessary message, which will not give the user a good user experience. So again, these are some of the things you have to look out for. You don't want to create repetitive stuff. Anytime you sense that your prompt is going to do something that you already have in place or already set up, you want to make sure that there is no confusion. Okay, all right, over here you can see it talks about the company profile. It's saying the business name. It says here the user can apply for financing using this link. It also gives the business email, location, phone number. Okay, and then over here it talks about the business hours. Okay, Monday business hours. Okay, so here I'm just trying to emphasize, or explain it in a different way. It could be Monday 10 to 7. On another way, Monday business hours are from 10 a.m. to 7. Okay, so I'm just breaking things down for AI. I'm trying to make it easy for AI to understand exactly what I need it to do. Okay, pretend like AI is a 5-year-old. I know AI is very smart and has a whole lot of wisdom, right? But when we are instructing AI, we want to pretend like AI is a little kid. So over here I have another section that says booking appointments. All right, so I say during conversation with the user, try to get the user to book an appointment. Please follow these steps to book an appointment. Okay, and then I also say try to get the user to answer you before moving on to ask the next question. Okay, if the user insists on not providing you info, you can give them the option to skip. However, require the user to provide a phone number. Okay, and then the next part here, I tell the bot to start by asking for the user's first name. Okay, and then after you get the first name, ask for the last name. After you get the last name, ask for the email. After you get the email, ask for phone number. Okay, again, I added here, please do not message anything about appointment confirmation because I'm going to have a specific flow that will do that. I don't want to create redundancy. Okay, so you see how I instructed this bot to do one thing before it does the next. Okay, it's very important. That way AI clearly understands what you need it to do. Okay, another part here, I say if the user says I want to come see what kind of cars you have. Okay, if you realize that this is a very common thing the users say, you can bring that into your prompt, right? And then I use the same steps right here and explain the same thing over here. Okay, so this part here is kind of like a repetition of this part. Okay, so guys, please follow this protocol, this procedure here is very important. Okay, make sure you start off by asking first name, then go to last name, and then the email, and then go next to the phone number. Okay, for those of you that want to ask a whole bunch more questions in there, I will advise you not to do that, because when you're booking appointment, you don't want to prolong the process, right? You want to get their first name, last name, email, phone number. Okay, if you have any extra questions you want to ask, you can do that maybe when the client or the customer comes to the dealership. You can ask them those questions, right? Or if it's a Zoom call, you can ask the questions during the Zoom call. Then the customer will have the time to explain exactly what they need. Try not to put in too many questions when booking an appointment, okay? Because at times it can discourage the user from completing the appointment, and it also gives AI some kind of extra task, and it could probably remove the focus that AI needs to focus on. So follow this procedure throughout all the other settings that we're gonna do before we test the bot. So the next part here, I talk about financing. Another part here, I talk about tradings. So you want to ask the car dealership or the business you're working with, what are some of the things, services they offer, and then you can add them to the prompt over here. Another part that I created in the prompt is most commonly asked questions. You can also talk to the business owner or the car dealership, ask them, hey, what are the most commonly asked questions that you get, right? And then they will give you a list of them, and then you can come in here and put them in a question format and then answer format. Okay, this also helps AI understand a lot of things that you want. All right, over here I have inventory. You could give them a link to your inventory to make it easy. All right, so let's say over here, let me go copy. Where is the website? Okay, so something right here. Okay, you could just give them a link to the inventory. You could say something like, here is a link to inventory. All right, and then you can send them directly to the inventory page. Maybe if it says /inventory, something like that. Another thing I will advise is anytime you add a link to your prompt, make sure that you include a / at the end of it. See how I added a /? If you omit the /, sometimes when the bot is answering the user, it might add a period to the URL. And if they click on the URL, it will show them a broken page. Okay, so sometimes those things do happen, sometimes it don't, but to keep it safe, just always add a / to the end of a URL. All right, so other things you can add to your prompt are like terms and agreement. Okay, you can copy it from the company's website or the dealership website and paste them right in here. If they have disclaimers, you can add them in here, do's and don'ts. Okay, if there are some people that have been blacklisted because of bad behavior, you can add their names in here. If you ask for their name and the name matches with this name, let them know they've been blacklisted, or contact support, something like that. So this is how powerful prompt is. It has changed AI chatbots. We don't have to be now using different nodes and connecting one condition and to another action, and creating spider web chatbots. We don't have to do that no more. We're just using simple, plain human language to create prompts. Okay, this is not coding, this is not Python or JavaScript. It's just simple. It's almost like you're sending an email instructions to a colleague or to one of your workers, employees. So this is how much chatbot has changed because of the power of AI. All right. So we have created our prompt. Again, if you need a copy of this prompt, you can check the description area. I should have a Google Word link in there, and you can use that to copy this prompt. So after we're done, we're just gonna go ahead and just hit save, and our prompt is ready. Okay, so we're gonna do a few more settings, and then we'll be ready to test our bot. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.